Okay, it's 10 o'clock. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Show all members are present.
I'll make a motion on the consent agenda.
Let me just read this thing real quick. There's, anybody from the public that wants to make a comment to the board, they will need to go over to the table over here on this wall and, read the script and fill out the form and to make a public comment. At the end, we will reserve about 30 minutes for public comment, but you will only get 3 minutes to speak on your topic. The board will not respond unless the chair allows it. Okay,
I'll move the consent agenda, but I'd like for us to remove item B. That position, they want to start at step 9. Well, if there's anything about step 2, they need to come in and talk to us.
item B on,
On the consent agenda.
oh, jail. Okay, I got you. You get a second on that?
I'll take that.
Okay. Discussion?
Did we reach out to them?
I didn't catch that until today. It wasn't provided to our HR department, so they didn't know anything about it either. I mean, I don't have any issues with it. You know, we've been trying for years to get everybody to at
Come
least start
forward.
at $25 an hour. But I mean, there's a policy we need to follow, and if you don't want to follow it, you don't have to follow it.
Well, we can't make some follow and others not. Or get rid of the policy. Any other discussion?
No.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Okay. Anybody want to be a new hire today? Doug?
I'm not looking for a job.
Okay, Brandon Burmeister, interim engineer, discussion and or decision to approve the board to sign resolution number 37-2025 entitled Resolution to Vacate a County Road. This is a resolution to vacate approximately 928 feet of Harbor Lane.
Scott, the map we have in our packet.
Yeah.
Does not go to the property line that we discussed last time.
It does, don't it?
Did you-
It does not. It goes to the driveway. That was what was originally published. And after talking to Kristen, we can't extend that without republishing, having another public hearing, sending out notices.
So we need to do that then.
We can do that.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were gonna do. That was the mission.
I didn't know what the board wanted.
No, that's what we decided to do. The landowners and us, the board.
Did you talk to the landowners?
I think, and there's a landowner
I
here,
know.
I think they're okay with having it vacated to that driveway that was
We
published.
rented it. Do I need to come up?
Yeah, you better give your name and address to them. It wasn't gonna pass without it going to the property line. Go
We're
ahead.
under the understanding that this is a done deal. You had said that we did not have to come back today, that this was done. That was my understanding. But I came anyway, just to make sure that it got finalized and finished.
Right, and I guess my understanding was whether it was the driveway or the property line, if we
Right.
could add, you guys were okay with wherever it got vacated to.
Yes. We thought that was done. That was our understanding.
They said they had a driveway right at the property line for us to turn around, and then that's what the decision was
Okay.
by the board to.
And if this is approved, Scott, we can republish for the short stretch that goes from this driveway down to the property line and give that portion vacated too.
We can just do that on ourselves.
The road department, we can send out the note, we can come in for a public hearing, send the notices to vacate that short piece from the property line to where the map ends.
Good.
We can do that as a secondary step.
We'll have to have another public
Yes.
hearing, yes, for that little
Okay.
piece.
We were told this was done, that there wouldn't have to be another hearing, that we didn't even have.
It's just that short piece. Remember where?
We were here once.
Yeah,
were
we
here
know,
June
I know.
24th. I don't know what,
We're willing to vacate it,
right,
okay, but there's that short piece. We have to do a process of having a public hearing on that short piece. It's just the code, how we
That's not
gotta
what
work
were
that.
told.
Yeah, it was, because we weren't even gonna pass it without you taking the rest of the road. It wasn't gonna pass.
You wanted.
So we can do one of two things. We can pass it as is today, where that original came to the end. Or we can,
Okay, what you had originally drawn up.
Yes, yes, the map that I'd sent out with, that goes to your existing driveway.
Okay. That was the original plan.
Yes,
Then we got here on June 24th.
Mhm.
Somebody decided that it needed to be extended. And we said we were fine either way,
Right.
okay? So we were under the understanding that you all were going to extend it because we were told we didn't need to come back. But I came anyway just to make sure that it was finalized. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right, and I thought it got republished and, you
So
know,
what
I apologize.
happened?
I don't know.
I just checked with the county attorney if we could extend it without republishing, and no, we can't, so we can republish to the property line. It's just gonna
Well,
extend.
we
it
knew we
another-
had to republish it.
Mrs. Fisher, we could pass that first
I
piece
understand.
today. Okay.
But if you're going to extend it, we can't pass it today?
You gotta
No, we
publish.
have to have a public hearing.
It's a process. I mean,
Yeah.
we always have.
That's not how we understood it.
Okay.
Misunderstanding.
So I need to call my husband and see which way he wants to do it. If we want to just pass it today, where it was originally drawn up, right?
Right.
So the
But-
resolution today is to extend 928 feet.
That was the original.
So what is the current, or what if we do clear to the property line?
And we can, that's adding about 200 feet, Susan. We can vacate this today, pass this resolution. And I
That
can
you,
talk to the Fishers, and if they'd like it to the property line, I'll come back with that.
No, it's not their decision, it's our decision to move it to the property line.
Okay. Okay, and if we'd like it moved to the property line, we can have that published, Scott. and come
Well, I
back.
just think we do it right, publish it the way it should be, and
So not do anything today.
yeah, this resolution dies.
And do one resolution, vacate the whole thing.
Yeah. That was the discussion at the board meeting, unless I'm missing something.
so, once again, if we want to leave it where it originally was when you and I and Andy met, we can cause it, we can be done today. Is that correct?
No.
Okay? That's what somebody just told me.
Right to here,
Yes, but that isn't what we agreed to.
on the last meeting.
Correct.
Okay? So that's not an option?
I would think it's
Not-
still an option.
Not
A
for me.
resolution before the board today. So if the board would like to vote to approve that, they can, because that's what's on the agenda and has been discussed several times, I think. But if that's what the board does not want to do, then they would have to republish, start over.
Right.
Okay.
That's what we thought we were doing. At least I as a board member did. Thought it was pretty clear.
I'm getting told lots of different things by lots of different people. What is the final answer here? I don't know who has the power to tell me that.
The board,
We just want it closed.
we're gonna get it closed.
I know, I understand that, but this is dragging on.
No, it's not really dragging. on
Okay.
in our processes.
So somebody changed their mind to extend it more.
No, we sat right here and you and
No,
Amy sat
from
right
the
there.
original plan.
That's right.
Okay,
We're
So-
not going to the middle of a yard and not go to the property line.
okay, so
I don't know why I didn't go to the property line to begin with.
Well, that's not I don't know.
I don't know either. They didn't come and talk to us, the engineer didn't, to my knowledge.
Okay, so it's not an option to go with the original plan that Andy and I and Brandon drew up. Is that correct?
I don't,
That's what's in front of us to vote yay or nay on.
I could go either way, okay?
Right,
Because,
and so
because if we approve what's here now.
Yes.
but if
we
they don't
can
wanna
always
do,
add-
if they don't wanna add the other, we're not gonna be able to add it.
Well, I need to talk to Andy, but the thing is, I don't even know if that's an option because I'm getting told lots of different things. Do you see where I'm at?
It's an option,
Okay, so now it is an option.
always is an option, but
I wasn't
I-
here, but I listened to. the
You weren't
board
here,
meeting,
Tim.
Yeah,
And I do recall that the
Right.
discussion was to move it to
going
the.
clear to the
line.
property line.
Yeah, I remember that too.
So that means that this, the resolution in front of us is not what the board wanted, so, you make a motion to deny the resolution, is that what we need to do? We don't want to move forward, Kristen?
You can do that, or you can just take off the agenda.
I am willing to do, I just need somebody to tell me what I need to do.
We're trying to figure out our process, okay?
Okay,
The last
I can do
meeting,
what
we
I
all
need.
decided that it should go to the park or to the property line.
right.
Or I believe, I can't speak for everyone else, but I believe we're all willing to do this. But
I
like
am
Scott,
willing to.
Scott says, we agreed last time to go to the property line, an extra 200 feet or something, correct? And from there, so we decided that, so we need to do the publish for the whole road. And then vote on it as one piece. That's what we need to do, right, Scott?
I'll make
what you're
that's the
saying.
cleanest.
I'll make a motion not to approve resolution 37-2025. We need to repost,
Yep,
Right.
not repost, but republish. We
We'll
need
come up
to,
with a new
and
description.
republish the vacation of Harbor Lane to the property line.
So we are going to now do what we discussed the day of the hearing on June 24th. Is that correct?
Correct. Go to
Okay.
the property line.
That's what we're doing.
Yes.
And that's fine.
Okay.
Okay,
We just have to publish it for legalities.
right. It's just what I'm struggling understanding here is if the other one is just still an option, but it's not, is what I'm understanding.
Oh, there's a motion, there isn't a second.
second, yeah.
Right, Scott,
So we're going to go ahead and take it to where we discussed here on June 24th.
right.
Okay. So now what do I need to do?
Nothing. We need to publish it in the paper so people
Okay.
can see it.
Well,
And
it
then
was
we have
published once.
another public hearing like we did, was that last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago, whatever?
June 24th.
And, then when we get done, can we vote on it right then?
Yeah.
That's
You know what was published one?
to this original.
The original that we discussed.
Right. that
Okay.
Republish. to the
So it's gonna be republished?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay,
to the property line.
okay. That we discussed June
And then right
24th.
after we can vote on it.
Okay, so we're coming back then?
You don't need to, but you're more than welcome to.
We don't need to?
You don't have to.
There will be another public hearing
There will?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
like
you
June
can,
24th.
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
So I think it's important that you come and speak in favor of this, just in case there's public that opposes it.
okay. So, but it sounds that it's fine.
It's fine.
It's just a legality thing.
It's a dead end road.
Okay, you have to understand that this is not what I do for a living. So
Yeah.
I have to make sure I understand.
Okay,
I'm in education,
okay.
yeah, and I own farm ground. So I need to understand what's going on.
Well,
Okay,
I should have caught this on the agenda last Friday.
uh-huh,
And because I've been watching for the publication notices and I haven't seen it. But I
Okay.
should have followed up with Brandon then to say, hey, I haven't seen the publications. Is this ready to go on the agenda? So I didn't catch it, but
okay,
So what, on the agenda, that'll be 2 weeks down the road, correct?
Right.
By the time we publish it,
Bring you the notice of public hearing next week. And then we have to publish it 4 and 20 days. So we can, in 2 weeks, we should be able to have a public hearing
Okay.
and where you guys. the
So
board-
the hearing would be in, that'd be July what? Could you give me the date?
29th,
The what?
29th.
Okay. At 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. That's probably all I need to know then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fisher.
I'll second your motion, Tim.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Got the motion, Becky?
Motion by Wickman to deny and republish to the property.
Okay. Roll call.
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen.
Aye.
Supervisor Shea.
Aye.
Supervisor Miller.
Aye,
Supervisor Wickman.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
You guys have-
Tell Andy I'll call him.
I already texted him.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Brandon Beermeister, interim engineer, discussion and or decision to approve and authorize chairman to sign right-of-way contracts for project L, parent NE 27, parent -73-78.
So this is one of our next projects. Remove this bridge and replace it with an 80-foot Odin. This portion of Sumac Road is on an awful alignment. The railing on this bridge gets hit a couple times a year. We have to replace it. So you're gonna straighten Sumac Road through this area. So the contracts are for purchasing right away to straighten Sumac instead of taking the,
We've been talking about this with you. So
yes, it's been.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second that. There, it looks as though you got some fence work to do there too, is that right?
Yes, and I believe Mike has been heading this out, but they've worked out the fence work and everything.
So is the,
So are we doing it or is the property owner gonna? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. man.
We won't do it, but we might have to pay for fence if we have to.
so will the land that you're vacating as the old road go to the farmer then?
Yes, and that will only be on the west side of the creek. On the east side, they need access basically to the existing bridge.
But we're paying for the ground on both sides or just the one side?
Both sides to the north of the
Then
existing
the
bridge.
guy gets the free ground.
Theoretically,
Yeah.
yes.
And a new bridge.
But I honestly, I think it'll be a great improvement for the whole area.
Yeah, well, no doubt about it, the way some of those bridges are. Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes.
Brandon?
Discussion and or decision on funding the request for PACE.
I'll make a motion. We provide them 25,000 this year, 10,000 next year, and then be done.
Our original deal was 50 a year, correct?
Yep.
For 5 years, and we've done 5 years, correct?
I know we're fine.
And they were gonna stand on their own.
Well, this would let them down a little easier than just,
Stopping.
yeah, the city doesn't provide any funding for them anymore. And I think it's still a gray area whether it's actually for economic development or not, when the application says it's for operating fees, operating costs. I'm willing to do that.
Then the application doesn't, the new application does not mention operating costs, does it?
So they filled out the economic development question and explained about tourism and stuff like that in there. So I mean, as far as the application's concerned, I think the application is fine. What they did provide.
Tim, your motion was 25 and 10 and what?
And then be done.
Matt and I have discussed this and we both agree that there would be no issues legally to provide them with funding based on the application.
Funding it out of gaming funds.
Has been.
It says in support of programming and operations. So it's still in there.
Last, I mean, it's, I mean, I know the operation is also in there, but they also comment on economic impact and development.
Well, we've all seen the economic impact and development. I'd like to see it continue. to
I
be
think it's
viable.
been, you know, even though it's having some rough spots, I think, for the young kids and the you want to say the classes, the opportunities for, people to, you know, be part of the arts, whether it's the singing or the dancing or the painting or, whatever it is, I think for the youth, not, you know, I guess the city cares about what they care about, and they originally were part of the agreement and have decided not to be part of the agreement anymore for multiple reasons, I'm guessing. But I think for a county of our size, and that's the only facility we have in western Iowa that has those opportunities for kids. I think it's minuscule with what we pay other outfits and get a lot less, so.
So what are you saying?
Well, I
what's
think
your
there's a
thought?
motion on the floor. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
What are you thinking we ought to do then?
I say we give them the 50.
Say we give them the 15 for this year anyway.
Can we do 50, 25 and 10?
I don't know that if you want to,
We don't
if you want them to come back with a contract, then have them come back with a contract and we'll vote on a multi-year deal. You know,
Yeah, that'd be good.
They need to rethink their business model, in my opinion, because foot traffic needs to increase down there, and they just don't have any means to do it at this point. So they, again, if they're gonna be successful, financially successful, they need to do something other than what they're doing now. That's my opinion.
So currently, I think, Jeff, you sit on this board as an ex officio
I do.
board member. If we don't do the funding, we would lose that position.
Well, they have to come to a realization again, that they can't be self-sufficient at this point. So they're gonna have to, again, look at their business model, see what they can do to increase foot traffic. I mean, it's a great place. I've been down there. I love it. But it's just not happening. What needs to happen for that place to succeed on its own? And it does, in my opinion, does need to succeed on its own. And can, if it works out, if they work something out that benefits the Pace Center. Currently, it's not the situation. I won't get into my reasoning why, but again, they need to step back a little bit and take another look at what their business model is. But I'd certainly be willing to support it for interim period. Tim mentioned 25 and 10. They're not going to be forced to do something unless they're forced to do it. And losing funding from the city now, this will phase out the county's support, so they're going to have to do something.
Hate to cut them off, but we do need to sunset this. And since this fiscal year has already started, I'm sure that our funding is in their budget at this time. Like your thought of sunsetting this. If we've done 50, 25 and 10, and like Scott said, do they need to come in for a contract for that? That's my question.
well, you better put it in writing because these boards change.
They sure do.
And it was in writing originally.
And we did say 5 years, this board did.
Back
And this
then, I believe that's correct.
is the 6th or 7th year.
Well, it was in place when I got here, but that was
Okay.
8 years ago.
Okay,
So we've been doing it for 8 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have been down there to the Fourth Fridays, and that's a neat program. I've never been to a play or anything, but
Well, they do the entrepreneur stuff. They got the kitchen
Right.
stuff. I mean, there's multitude of things that they do for the community and not just Pot County, but for Southwest Iowa, because like I said, there's the only other opportunities for that is to cross over to visit our tourists, the Nebraska folks.
I think they have their junior art show this week too.
Yeah. They do the entrepreneurial thing, where they give out the awards and money and
Mhm.
for the different businesses. And, you know, it's just taking it some time. And I mean, this was an initiative that Iowa West was whatever, 500% behind. And, I don't think they're gonna let it, get too far away.
I like what you said. They need to stand back and look,
Well, one of
figure
the,
it out.
one of the suggestions I made to them, at one of our meetings was why not invite production crews in to do a production at the Pace Center, for instance, Antique Roadshow. Why not invite the Antique Roadshow to come in and do a production there at the Pace Center? You know, I think that'd be a great idea. It'd be a great, great PR, ordeal, in my opinion. And there's other things like that I think they ought to be looking at. But as of yet, they haven't done that.
Scott, you're thinking we need 50 for this year? What do
Yeah, 50 and have them come in and let's negotiate a contract.
for a sunset?
Yeah, whichever the board wants to do. I mean, the city may change this election and
Yeah, that's true.
they may give them money. I mean, I don't, I hate to speak for what they want to do, but, they were all in at the beginning. I know that. We all sat down and talked about it when we made the deal. Things change and water goes down, river. So,
Well,
Okay, I'll call for the vote.
okay, roll call.
Chairman Belt,
Okay,
Supervisor Miller,
Yay.
Supervisor Wickman,
Aye.
Supervisor Jorgensen,
aye.
Supervisor Shea.
Nay.
motion dies. Does not pass.
We
Who
asked-
wants to make a new motion? Anybody?
I'd make a motion to approve the 50 for this year.
Okay,
I'll second it.
discussion?
No sunset on that, huh, Brian?
I think I'd be more comfortable if they came in and talked with us and we could talk directly to them. They just feel that's the way to do this. Go ahead and fund them this year and
And then have them.
bring them in, and like Scott said, we talked multiple years with them.
No contract, okay.
I think that'd be the thing to do, and I'm not against sunsetting it, Tim. I just feel that this year's already started. And we need to fund it,
But sunset's not part of your,
not at this motion at this time.
The 1-year deal.
1-year deal, and we bring them back in. They could come in the next couple weeks or something, we could discuss it with them, and I'm not against sunsetting this.
We got some, Otter County folks that are on that board, don't we? Switch call from, Oakland still on it?
I don't know the answer to that. But with the 50,000, Jeff would remain on the board as an ex officio, and I'm his backup. So if he's unable to attend, I could attend those meetings and maybe steer them in a different direction or help them with the process.
Yeah, I would be for, again, finding some funding for this year and have them come in and talk with us.
Sales for
Future years.
Yeah. I hope she's still on there. And I was on there for ever, well, I shouldn't say ever, but for a long time. Okay, any other discussion?
I have a motion by Shay to approve funding request for the amount of $50,000 for 1 year and discussion on the future.
Yeah, out of gaming.
Do you have a second?
Yes, the second was Miller. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign.
Aye.
Hearing, only one, motion passes, for the 50,000, and then Mitch, can you get her scheduled on her to come in?
Sure.
Okay. Lee Boss, treasurer. Discussion and or decision to approve county treasurer semi-annual report for 1/1 of 25 to 6/30 of 25. Heather,
Hello, Heather.
get you on the agenda, there's Lee on there,
Heather's just my right-hand man.
that team.
He knows it all. Left,
That was fun.
left hand.
That's what I said.
Sorry. If you have any questions, we can answer.
I would make a motion to approve that.
Second,
Good job on that. Thank you.
Heather, good job. I just signed it.
Thanks,
Good job,
Howard.
Heather. She does a wonderful job. That was simple. Thank you.
We have a
Thank
vote
you.
in, yeah.
Any discussion?
Yeah. Motion.
Is there any discussion on that at all? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks.
Thanks, Howard. Thanks, Steve.
How much interest we got today?
100 and some thou.
Okay. Public comment?
Committee appointments?
I'm sorry, committee appointments. Thank you. Jeff, you got, no. Brian?
The conservation meeting at Arrowhead, Pot County Tourism, and the Board of Health last Friday, and then Audrey, retirement. Came in and had some cake and punch. Said goodbye to Heather, or Audrey, I'm sorry. Just said Heather.
I attended the MAPPA RPA meeting, the quarterly department head meeting where there was a presentation on the new EAP program that's offered to the employees, and it's a really good program, and I'm anxious for our employees to take advantage of that service. I had an executive committee meeting for the Golden Hills RC&D Wellness Committee meeting. I too celebrated Audrey's retirement, and I don't know what they could have done in the auditor's office to make a better party. I mean, it was just a great
It
celebration.
was very nice and showed quite a few people there,
Yeah,
80 to 100, so that was very nice.
There was that many?
it was well done, and I'm anxious to see
Yeah.
the photo with the 4 auditors that she served under. I think that's really impressive.
Pretty cool.
Marianne showed me.
And then on Saturday, I went to Laurie Hamilton's 100th birthday.
Holy friendly.
And Laurie is from Oakland, and she was one of the charter members of the Potawatomi County Development Corporation, which has since morphed into 712, which is now morphed into the CB Chamber. And Lori and I have had several conversations about how we need to keep that program for Pot County and not just Council Bluffs. So it's a great celebration.
She still live there on the highway?
Mhm.
Haven't seen her for a long time. I was out to, Philadelphia for the National Association of Counties. Long story short, I spent about 20 hours in airports. And, I don't know that Philadelphia is the city of brotherly love, but I didn't find it when I was there. But there's some interesting federal legislation that's coming forth that's going to affect probably not this budget year that we're going to be in, but next budget year we're going to, unless the state decides to do some things different on their end, but FEMA and some of these human services and Medicaid, Medicare, both were talked about pretty extensively. So hopefully we'll have better answers by the end of this year to help with budgeting for next year. So with that, public comments,
Sean Anderson.
Shauna?
At the podium.
Yeah, Shauna Anderson, 19377 340th Street in Oakland. So it's been 7 weeks since the board voted to dismiss our county engineer, with some of you saying that you would like to go a new direction. I'm still curious as to what that new direction is. I know that certain board members have even asked during meetings what that new direction is, and there's still been no answer. I attended an event Sunday in Harlan. And it was a lot of, it was a rural Iowa summit, a lot of people from different counties. And interestingly enough, I had a lot of people ask me about the county engineer firing, but 3 of them that really stood out were not even from Pottawatomie County. So that has reached to be on our county. Of course, folks in Harrison County understand that, they were on that search for a long time. A couple weeks ago, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, Susan had mentioned that there were still 0 qualified applicants that had applied. Other counties are even talking about this. It's a bad look for our county. It is, dangerous for our county. I don't know how much people paid attention when John had his grievance hearing, that he said his big goal was to get these county bridges all up to par before retirement. And I know he was working on that. And as somebody who drives those county roads, I really wonder where that work has gone. Looking at some of these roads, I went down Tamarack on my way to Harlan, and it had been a little while for me because I'd been going through Oakland the last few times, swinging by a couple local businesses there on my way out of town, going that direction. But it had been a while since I'd been on Tamarack, and knowing that John had managed to work that into the 5-year plan and get the grant funding when we didn't think we would have the money for it. I'm going down that road thinking, yes, I'm so glad this will be taken care of thanks to him. So, with other people talking, not only within our county, but outside of our county. And I know, the chairperson it's at the chairperson's discretion as to whether or not questions be answered, but, I'm asking that question again on behalf of taxpayers and our safety. What is the new direction? It's been 7 weeks. Still silence. Noted.
Noted.
Thanks, Shauna.
Thank you.
Okay,
Making you work hard now.
session.
Motion to go into closed session for Iowa Code 21.5, parent 1, parent I, for discussion and decision on personnel matters.
Tim, you, second.
Yeah.
Thanks, Becky.
Who's gonna?
Kristen.
Running. Roll call.
Chairperson Bell.
We make, who's gonna be the temporary?
Kristen?
I'm gonna take minutes.
Gonna do a roll call first.
Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Supervisor Miller,
Aye.
Wickman,
Aye.
Jorgensen,
Aye.
Belt,
Oh, Shay.
or sorry, Shay.